Hello there, weary traveler. As the day's quests fade into memory, it's time to find a quiet refuge. Settle in, make yourself truly comfortable, and let your shoulders soften. Take a slow, gentle breath in and release it with a sigh. Feel the quiet calm gathering around you. No need to hold onto anything from the day. Simply allow your mind to drift, open to a gentle story. Listen only as much as you wish, letting the words become soft anchors for your rest. Imagine now a gentle ascent. Not a hurried climb, but a serene, almost weightless journey upwards, through soft, swirling mists that glow with a faint inner light. The air here is clean and cool, carrying only the faintest whisper of distant winds. You arrive at a threshold, a quiet, arched doorway carved from ancient, pale stone. It opens silently before you, revealing a soft, inviting warmth. Step inside and feel the gentle shift. This is the entrance to the librarian's study, nestled high within the cloud citadel. The air is still and carries a faint, comforting scent of old paper and polished wood. Soft light, the color of twilight, filters in from high, narrow windows, touching rows upon rows of towering bookshelves that line the walls. Each shelf holds volumes of every size, their spines a quiet tapestry of muted reds, deep blues, and faded greens, hinting at countless forgotten tales. A single, sturdy wooden desk, worn smooth by generations of quiet study, sits peacefully in the center, illuminated by a warm, flickering lamp. The gentle hum of the flickering lamp on the desk casts soft, dancing shadows across the old wood. Its surface, polished by countless hands and years, holds only a few carefully chosen items. A stack of ancient, leather-bound books rests to one side, their pages hinting at stories whispered across centuries. Their titles are not prominent, but their presence speaks volumes of knowledge and quiet contemplation. A small, intricately carved inkwell, now empty, stands beside a quill, its feathers still soft and inviting. The air here is still and cool, carrying the faint, comforting scent of aged paper and dry leaves. Around the desk, the towering bookshelves rise like silent sentinels, filled to the brim with scrolls and tomes. Each shelf is a labyrinth of knowledge, reaching up towards the vaulted ceiling, where faint moonlight filters through high, arched windows. You can almost feel the gentle weight of all those stories, all those forgotten words, resting peacefully in their quiet slumber. The tapestry with its faded greens, noticed earlier, now seems to blend seamlessly into the background, a silent guardian of the knowledge within these walls. Allow your eyes to drift along the spines of the books, noticing the subtle variations in their bindings, the delicate patterns of their aged covers. No need to read, just to observe their quiet presence. The lamp's glow extends just far enough to illuminate a small section of the nearest shelf, revealing more of those ancient texts, their titles obscured by shadow and time. It's a place of deep calm, where the world outside feels distant and only the gentle breath of history remains. The silence here is a soft blanket, inviting you to simply be and to rest. The silence here is a soft blanket, inviting you to simply be and to rest. As you settle deeper, a faint, almost imperceptible shift in the air guides you further into the ancient structure. The air carries the distinct, soothing scent of aged parchment and cool, damp stone, a gentle perfume of forgotten ages that seems to deepen with every quiet breath. You might notice the soft, diffused glow of light filtering from narrow, arched windows positioned high above. This light doesn't stream in sharply, but rather disperses, illuminating countless dust motes dancing in slow, unhurried spirals, suspended in the still air like tiny golden stars. These are not grand, sweeping windows, but modest openings, designed meticulously to protect the precious contents within from the harshness of the outside world, allowing only a diffused, gentle luminosity that seems to soften every edge. The path ahead is wide and even, paved with smooth, dark flagstones that absorb sound, ensuring quiet, echoing passage. With each slow step, the floor feels cool and steadfast beneath you. On either side, towering shelves rise majestically towards the unseen ceiling, filled with countless volumes. Each book, bound in rich, worn leather or sturdy, woven fabric, holds untold stories, ancient maps, and invaluable knowledge, resting patiently in their deep slumber. The soft, ambient light glints occasionally off the worn spines, hinting at the subtle, muted colors that have deepened and faded with the slow passage of time. You might trace the faint, almost indiscernible outline of a forgotten symbol, perhaps a guardian's mark or an ancient guild's emblem, carved into a sturdy wooden pillar that helps support the heavy, storied structure. Its edges have been softened by centuries of quiet existence, now blending seamlessly into the wood. This is a place where every object tells a silent tale, a gentle whisper from the past, waiting for the right moment to share its secret, or simply to guard it in peaceful slumber. Here, deep within the ancient wood, the air itself feels aged, thick with the scent of damp earth and slow-growing moss. The massive trunks of the elder trees rise around you, their bark a tapestry of deep furrows and soft, velvet green, each crevice a miniature ecosystem. Each one stands like a silent sentinel, a guardian of time itself, their sprawling branches reaching skyward as if in a perpetual, quiet prayer. Light filters down through the dense canopy in scattered, shimmering patterns, creating moving pools of soft glow on the forest floor. You notice the delicate, intricate patterns of fern fronds unfurling in the quiet undergrowth, catching the faint light like tiny emerald jewels sparkling with dew. The only sounds are the rustle of leaves stirred by an almost imperceptible breeze, a sound so gentle it feels like a soft breath, and the distant, gentle murmur of a hidden stream, its voice, a soft, continuous song. It's a natural lullaby, perhaps, sung by the forest itself, a melody that has soothed countless generations of creatures to sleep beneath its boughs. There's a profound stillness here, an ancient peace that settles over everything, a feeling of deep belonging. Even the air seems to hum with a quiet energy, a timeless resonance, as if the very wood remembers ancient songs. You might feel a faint, reassuring warmth radiating from the sturdy trunks, a stored memory of suns long past, a gentle embrace from the forest's heart. This is a place where hurried thoughts simply melt away, replaced by the deep, steady rhythm of nature's own heart. A quiet sanctuary where forgotten lullabies echo softly in the silence, carrying you deeper into tranquility. The quiet sanctuary deepens, and the echoes of forgotten lullabies gently morph, not into silence, but into the soft, rhythmic hum of ancient mechanisms. Subtle, deep, distant hum. You are guided by an unseen current, moving from vast, echoing halls into a more intimate, circular chamber within the Chronoscriptorium. Here, the air itself feels older, thick with the weight of countless moments captured and held. Soft, arcane light filters down from a high, domed ceiling, illuminating motes of dust dancing lazily in the still air, like tiny, glowing temporal particles. Each particle a fleeting second, suspended in peace. Around the curved walls stand towering, intricate display cases made of dark, polished wood and shimmering crystal. They do not hold books, but rather delicate instruments, each a silent guardian of a specific epoch. There are miniature orreries whose tiny planets spin in slow, eternal orbits, their brass gears barely whispering. Faint, ethereal glows emanate from within certain crystals, suggesting captured glimpses of past events, like frozen, shimmering memories. Some cases hold hourglasses filled with sands of various hues, each grain representing a measured eternity, never emptying, always poised. Others contain delicate, suspended pendulums, swaying with a rhythm so subtle it almost feels like the chamber itself is breathing. A grand, multifaceted timepiece occupies the center of the chamber, its many hands poised in timeless elegance, not ticking, but breathing in a slow, steady pulse that resonates with the very quiet of the room. Gentle, rhythmic thrum. This is where the flow of time is observed, charted, and gently preserved, a place of profound stillness where every now stretches into an endless, peaceful continuum. The soft glow from the crystals casts long, tranquil shadows, inviting the eye to follow the silent dance of light and dust, losing all sense of urgency, simply existing in this quiet, measured space. The very concept of rushing seems absurd here, as the Chronoscriptorium gently cradles the endless unfolding of moments, one one. The very concept of rushing seems absurd here, as the Chronoscriptorium gently cradles the endless unfolding of moments, one by one. You might notice now a soft, almost imperceptible hum that resonates from the very core of this immense chamber. It's not a sound of machinery, but rather the quiet vibrational echo of countless elapsed instants, each one held in perfect, still suspension. As your gaze drifts across the vast space, you perceive that the walls themselves are not merely stone or metal, but appear to be formed from countless thin, translucent layers, like pages of a colossal living book. Within these layers, faint, shimmering patterns slowly shift and reform, like distant star charts or intricate tapestries woven from pure light. These are the records, the gentle impressions of time's passage, never lost, always accessible in this tranquil sanctuary. Following a soft, luminous path that seems to guide itself, you find yourself drawn towards a circular alcove. Here, at the center, a single, smooth pedestal stands. Upon it rests not an object, but a slow, swirling vortex of iridescent mist, constantly forming and dissolving with serene grace. This mist seems to be a concentrated essence of temporal fragments, each wisp a whisper of a distant dawn or forgotten twilight. The air around it is cool and still, carrying a faint, sweet scent, perhaps of aged parchment and distant rain. There are no sudden movements, no jarring lights, only this quiet, continuous dance of light and shadow, and the profound, peaceful understanding that all things, all moments, eventually find their way back to this quiet, hallowed space. It is a place beyond urgency, beyond haste, where the universe itself takes a gentle, unhurried breath in this vast, silent repository. Each shelf whispers tales of cosmic journeys and forgotten epochs. Your gaze might drift across volumes bound in deep, celestial blue leather, their spines embossed with silver constellations that seem to glimmer faintly in the soft, ambient light. These are not merely books, but vessels of ancient star charts, charting courses through nebulae long faded and chronicling the birth and death of worlds. Further along, nestled between thicker, more weathered tomes, are scrolls of parchment, carefully tied with faded crimson ribbons. Their edges are brittle, yet the ink upon them remains as clear as the night sky, detailing the quiet orbits of distant moons, or the slow, majestic dance of ringed planets. Perhaps you imagine the soft rustle of their unrolling, though in this deep calm, even such a gentle sound seems to hush itself before it fully forms. The air here carries a faint, comforting scent, a blend of aged paper, polished wood, and something subtly metallic, like the distant memory of starlight on a cool mountain breeze. It's a scent that deepens the sense of peace, anchoring you to this place where knowledge resides, undisturbed by the fleeting concerns of the world outside. You notice a small, polished wooden stand nearby, perhaps for a scholar to transcribe a particularly elusive passage, now patiently awaiting its next quiet purpose. The light, always soft and indirect, filters through high, arched windows carved into the mountain rock itself. It paints gentle patterns across the wide, wooden floorboards, illuminating specks of dust that dance lazily, like tiny, contented stars within their own private cosmos. Everything here breathes slowly, deeply, echoing the quiet rhythm of the mountains around it. The air, soft and still, carries the faintest scent of old paper and something earthy, perhaps the stone walls themselves, or the ancient wood of the shelves. Your gaze might drift from the dancing dust motes to the towering rows of books that line this tranquil space. Each shelf holds generations of stories, bound in leather, linen, and vellum. Some spines are smooth and worn from countless hands, while others remain crisp, waiting for a gentle touch. The light from the high, narrow windows casts long, diffused strips across the wooden floor and the lower shelves. In one corner, a sturdy, dark wood table stands, its surface polished by time, holding a single, unlit candle and a feather quill resting beside a half-open, leather-bound volume. The pages of the book are a soft, creamy yellow, filled with looping, elegant script that tells tales of forgotten peaks and ancient rivers. A quiet hum seems to resonate from the very core of this library, a gentle echo of all the words whispered, read, and thought within these walls. It's a sound that isn't heard with the ears, but felt in the stillness, a comforting presence. Above, the high arched ceiling seems to hold the quiet wisdom of centuries, a vast, comforting dome of calm. Everything settles here, inviting you to simply be, surrounded by the silent company of stories. The mountain library breathes, and you breathe with it. The air here holds the faint, sweet scent of aged paper and dry mountain stone, a fragrance that speaks of forgotten tales and quiet wisdom, deeply inhaled with each slow breath. Your gaze might drift now, past the towering, dark wood shelves, to a small, sun-dappled alcove in the distance. A single, low-burning lantern casts a warm, inviting glow upon a sturdy reading desk nestled within, illuminating a few open tomes with soft, amber light. This is a place where time itself seems to slow, where the hurried pace of the world outside simply cannot reach its ancient walls. You can almost hear the faint rustle of a page being turned, a whisper lost in the vastness, or the gentle click of an inkwell cap being replaced, sounds woven into the very fabric of peace. Each book here holds a universe within its worn covers, patiently waiting to share its secrets, its stories, a quiet, comforting presence. The gentle, almost imperceptible hum of the library is like a lullaby woven from the silence itself, a deep, steady rhythm that reassures you that all is well, all is still. Perhaps a stray ray of moonlight now pierces a high, narrow window, casting a silver path across the polished stone floor, leading softly towards that tranquil nook. This ethereal light dances with the lantern's warm glow, creating a soft, shifting tapestry of warmth and shadow, a quiet interplay of light. The shelves themselves, filled with volumes of every size and hue, seem to guard these moments of calm, standing sentinel over the quiet dreams held within their pages. It's a quiet invitation to rest, to let your thoughts gently settle among these timeless chronicles, feeling the deep, abiding peace of this mountain sanctuary. Deep, abiding peace of this mountain sanctuary settles around you, a gentle embrace. The air here, cool and fresh, carries only the faint, sweet scent of aged paper and dry mountain cedar. Rows upon rows of books stand like silent guardians, their spines a kaleidoscope of faded leathers and worn cloth, each promising tales of forgotten ages and quiet wisdom. You find yourself drawn deeper into the hushed labyrinth of shelves, past volumes bound in dark, sturdy covers, and others in lighter, more delicate hues. The only sound is the almost imperceptible hum of ancient knowledge, a gentle whisper that seems to rise from the very heart of the mountain. A soft, golden glow spills from a nearby alcove, revealing a comfortable, deeply cushioned armchair nestled beside a low, polished wooden table. On the table, a single, thick tome lies open, its pages filled with elegant, hand-scribed script. Perhaps it's an atlas of stars long set, or a chronicle of mythical creatures that slumber still. The pages themselves seem to exhale a soft warmth, as if infused with the quiet breath of countless stories. Beyond the alcove, a grand arched window offers a glimpse of the Inkai mountain night, dotted with distant, twinkling stars. A fine mist, like a shimmering veil, hangs just below the highest peaks, hinting at the vast, tranquil world outside. But here, within these walls, the world shrinks to the gentle glow, the open book, and the profound stillness. You are simply present, a quiet observer in a timeless space, letting the comforting weight of history and imagination lull you closer to slumber. The gentle glow from the open book casts dancing shadows, not just on the page, but onto the polished surface of the sturdy wooden table beneath. It's a table that has borne the weight of countless stories, arguments, and quiet contemplations. Run your gaze along its smooth, dark grain, noticing the subtle imperfections, the faint rings from forgotten mugs of warm tea or inkwells now long dry. Each mark a whisper of times past, a soft echo of hands that once rested here, turning pages just like these. Beyond the circle of light, the air remains still and comfortable, carrying the faint, comforting scent of aged parchment and dust, a fragrance unique to places where knowledge gathers. You sense the presence of the shelves, stretching high and wide, filled with an orderly multitude of volumes. Their spines, leather-bound and cloth-covered, form a silent tapestry of hues deep reds, muted greens, warm browns, and the occasional faded gold. Each one a guardian of its own quiet narrative, waiting patiently to be discovered. A soft, almost imperceptible shift in the ambient light draws your attention upwards, away from the immediate circle of the book. Through a tall, arched window, you glimpse the night sky. It's not a dark, empty void, but a deep, velvet canvas adorned with distant, shimmering stars. No harsh city lights interrupt this peaceful vista, only the soft, silvery glow of a crescent moon, painting the distant, rolling hills with a faint, ethereal sheen. Distant hoot of an owl the world outside seems to hold its breath, mirroring the profound quiet within this sanctuary. You can almost feel the cool, smooth glass of the window pane, a gentle barrier between the enclosed warmth of the room and the vast, tranquil expanse of the night. It's a perfect balance, a secure cocoon of lore and discovery, nestled softly beneath an infinite, watchful sky. The air within the room feels just a touch cooler here near the window, a pleasant contrast to the deep, settled warmth near the book. All is at peace, allowing your thoughts to slow and gently unfurl, like the turning pages of a very old, very comforting story. The quiet unfurling of thoughts continues, each one softer than the last, like the whisper of a turning page. Your gaze might gently settle on the book itself, the one that holds such ancient comfort. Its cover, perhaps of deep, worn leather, shows the subtle patina of many years, carefully handled and cherished. A faint, almost imperceptible scent of aged paper and dry herbs rises from its open pages, a scent that speaks of forgotten libraries and quiet scholarly pursuits. You notice the delicate texture of the paper, not perfectly smooth, but with a subtle grain that hints at its handcrafted origin. The script within is elegant, yet clear, each character penned with steady care. Perhaps a small, intricate illustration graces a corner of one page, a tiny, peaceful landscape, or a mythical creature slumbering beneath a crescent moon. It's an image that invites a soft, unhurried contemplation, a quiet moment of discovery. Just beside the open book, on the polished surface of the sturdy wooden table, rests a simple, unadorned quill. Its feather, once vibrant, is now muted and soft, a silent companion to the book's long journey through time. Beside it, a small, dark inkwell stands, its surface reflecting the ambient glow of the room like a tiny, still pool. All these elements exist in gentle harmony, undisturbed and serene. The quiet of the study settles around them, a deep, comforting stillness that encourages peaceful rest. The world outside the tall, leaded window, now a soft blur of muted tones, continues its silent vigil, a gentle contrast to the contained warmth and soft light within. Here, within the soft glow of the room, only tranquility resides, inviting you to simply be and to gently drift. The soft glow continues to cradle the room, a gentle hush settling over every surface. Perhaps a faint shimmer catches your eye, a slow dance of light from a distant, hidden hearth, though no crackle of flames disturbs the profound quiet. Just the lingering warmth it casts, painting the edges of an old, comfortable armchair in shades of amber. The fabric, worn smooth by countless quiet moments, seems to sigh contentedly in the dimness. A single, intricately carved wooden box rests on a small side table nearby, its polished surface reflecting the gentle light like a still, dark pond. Its lid, adorned with a delicate pattern of winding vines and sleeping creatures, suggests stories held within, but not for telling tonight. It holds no secrets now, only the memory of tales told and adventures concluded. Its presence a quiet, carved testament to journeys past. Gentle rain in background beyond the window. A soft, almost imperceptible patter begins, a whispered conversation of rain against the pane. It's a distant sound, absorbed and softened by the thick walls, serving only to deepen the sense of cozy enclosure within. The world outside maintains its silent vigil, its vastness held at bay by the sturdy walls and the embracing calm. The quiet hum of the night, now accompanied by the gentle rain, weaves itself into the fabric of the room's peace, a lullaby without words. You are simply here, enveloped in this soft tranquility, allowing the stillness to settle deep within you, guiding you further into rest, completely safe and profoundly at ease. The quiet halls stretch onward, not into endless dark, but into gentle twilight, guided by the soft, diffused glow from the windows high above. Each window pane, ancient and leaded, holds a story of its own, casting long, peaceful patterns across the polished stone floor. The air itself feels old, infused with the scent of aged parchment and forgotten incense, a comforting aroma that speaks of timeless knowledge resting undisturbed. A subtle shift in the floor beneath your feet signals a transition, a gentle incline leading into a slightly narrower corridor. Here, the bookshelves seem to draw closer, their towering forms creating a hushed, contemplative space. The wood of these shelves, dark and rich, absorbs any lingering echoes, making the silence even more profound. You notice small, intricately carved wooden symbols on the spines of certain books, patterns that seem to shimmer faintly in the low light, almost as if breathing a quiet, contained energy. Soft, distant hoot of an owl at the end of this corridor, bathed in the softest light. A small alcove reveals itself. It's not a grand chamber, but a cozy nook, perhaps for quiet study or contemplation. A single, low wooden table sits there, polished smooth by countless years of use, and beside it, a comfortable-looking, high-backed chair, inviting and serene. On the table, a single, unlit candle waits, its wick a tiny sentinel of peace, promising warmth should it ever be needed. This alcove feels like a secret, a hidden corner where time itself slows down to a whisper, offering a gentle embrace. The tranquility here is absolute, a perfect echo of the stillness you carry within, a quiet harbor for your thoughts to drift and dissipate. The whisper of tranquility deepens, not into silence, but into a soft hum, a gentle resonance that fills this peaceful space. Imagine now a chamber, perhaps carved from ancient stone, or simply built with such care that time itself seems to slow its passage here. The air is still, carrying only the faintest scent of old parchment and cool, clean stone. Sunlight, softened by tall, arched windows, casts long, quiet patterns across a polished floor. You might notice the way dust motes dance lazily in these shafts of light, each one a tiny, sparkling star in its own slow orbit. There's no hurry here, no expectation. This chamber exists purely as a refuge, a sanctuary where the world outside pauses its relentless turning. Along one wall, shelves rise high, filled with volumes bound in leather and linen, their titles hinting at forgotten sagas and gentle philosophies. They stand as silent guardians of stories, waiting patiently, their pages holding the wisdom of ages in quiet repose. A comfortable, deep armchair, perhaps covered in soft, worn velvet, beckons near a low, glowing hearth, its embers casting a warm, orange pulse that gently illuminates the spines of nearby books. The warmth radiating from it is subtle, a comforting presence that barely disturbs the cool air. Everything here is settled, observed, but not demanded, simply existing in a state of quiet grace. Your gaze might drift to a small, intricate tapestry hanging on a far wall, depicting a serene landscape of rolling hills and a distant, slumbering castle. Each thread seems to hold a memory of peace, woven into the fabric of this tranquil retreat. This space breathes slowly, inviting you to do the same, to simply be, and to let the gentle rhythm of its quiet existence lull you further into rest. Air here carries the faintest scent of old parchment, and the distant, cooling embers from a hearth that long ago gave up its last crackle. It's a scent that speaks of countless quiet hours spent in contemplation, of stories absorbed, and knowledge gently catalogued within these very walls. Beyond the polished wood of a nearby table, where the soft, diffused light gently catches, a window offers a view. It's not of bustling streets or grand, sweeping landscapes, but of a hushed inner courtyard, perfectly framed by the window's leaded panes. Tall, ancient stone walls rise, softened by clinging, dark green ivy that seems to hold secrets of seasons long past. In the very center of this courtyard stands a single, meticulously tended cherry blossom tree. Its delicate, dark branches, now bare of leaves or blossoms, etch intricate, almost calligraphic patterns against the deepening twilight sky, promising future blooms in their silent, patient grace. The courtyard itself is paved with smooth, worn cobblestones, each one testament to centuries of quiet footsteps. They reflect the faint, ambient glow emanating from the retreat's interior, creating a subtle, luminous pathway. No wind stirs here, the ivy clings motionless, and the silence is profound, broken only by the soft, steady rhythm of your own breath. You notice a sturdy stone bench tucked gracefully beneath the cherry tree, inviting and serene, as if patiently awaiting someone to sit and ponder the quiet, unhurried passage of time. A small, unlit, ornate lantern hangs from a wrought iron hook nearby, its glass panes dull but clean, hinting at countless nights when its soft, flickering glow would have gently illuminated this peaceful, sheltered haven. This tranquil view through the window is a living, still life, a painting breathed into existence by the very calm of this place, encouraging a deep, peaceful surrender. The gentle stillness extends, wrapping around you, calming every thought, every lingering sensation, guiding you deeper into soft, effortless rest. As the stillness deepens, a soft, ambient glow begins to reveal the contours of the quiet chamber around you. Perhaps it's the gentle light filtering through a frosted window, softening the world outside into a blurred, peaceful dream. Or it might be the steady, unwavering warmth emanating from a distant, enchanted hearth, its embers casting a subtle, rosy hue across the room. There are no sharp edges here, only rounded forms and muted colors softening into the peaceful dark. The air itself feels settled, carrying the faintest scent of old parchment and warm wood, a subtle invitation to linger in this serene space. Each breath you take is a slow, rhythmic hush, mirroring the quiet hum of the ancient stones that cradle this sanctuary. Your gaze might gently rest upon a small, intricate pattern woven into a soft, forgotten tapestry on the wall, its threads telling a wordless story of comfort and time, its colors faded but harmonious. Or perhaps it's the gentle flicker of a single, watchful candle on a nearby polished wooden table, casting long, dancing shadows that stretch and recede, soothing rather than startling. The flame itself seems to breathe with you, expanding and contracting, a silent companion in your journey towards deeper slumber. On the table beside the candle, a smooth, cool stone, perhaps a save crystal, catches the soft light, its surface reflecting a miniature, inverted world of peace. This peaceful light seems to breathe with you, expanding and contracting, a silent companion in your journey towards deeper slumber. The world outside feels incredibly distant, hushed, and unconcerned, allowing this chamber to be a complete world unto itself, a place where all quests are completed, all battles won, and only quiet restoration remains. Your mind drifts, untethered from expectation, finding solace in the simple, profound peace of this haven. drifting effortlessly with the gentle light, deeper and deeper into rest. The profound peace of this haven continues to cradle you, easing every last thought, every lingering sensation into soft quiet. You feel anchored, yet weightless, drifting on the gentle current of tranquility. The soft glow that permeates the space seems to breathe with you, expanding and contracting, a silent promise of complete restoration. A subtle, comforting warmth radiates from the very air, a gentle embrace that melts away any remaining tension. As your awareness gently unfurls, it finds itself drawn towards a window, a portal to the silent world beyond. It's not a grand, imposing view, but a tender glimpse of the night, softened by the haven's magical embrace. Through the glass, you see the distant, twinkling lights of a sleepy village nestled among rolling hills, like scattered embers after a long journey. A pale crescent moon hangs low in the sky, casting a silvery sheen over the landscape, illuminating the hushed outlines of ancient trees that stand sentinel, their branches swaying in a nearly imperceptible breeze. The faint glimmer of a distant star, perhaps a familiar constellation, holds steady in the Inkai expanse. There's a subtle, distant whisper, perhaps the wind through those distant branches, or the soft murmur of a hidden stream. It's a sound that doesn't intrude, but rather weaves itself into the fabric of the silence, a gentle counterpoint that deepens the stillness. The window pane itself feels cool to the imagined touch, a subtle contrast to the ambient warmth of the room. This quiet vista invites contemplation, but not effort. It's simply is serene and still, reflecting the same peace you feel within. Your gaze drifts across the landscape, unburdened, allowing your mind to rest upon the tranquil scene, sinking further into the deep, restorative quiet of this sacred space. Each breath becomes lighter, each moment more profound, carrying you deeper into sleep. As the stillness deepens, the ancient stones of the castle seem to breathe around you, a silent guardian of quiet dreams. The distant echo of the quest, once vibrant and demanding, now fades into a gentle hum, a memory embraced by the shadows. Through an arched window, soft moonlight pours into a forgotten corner, illuminating dust motes dancing in the still air like tiny, silent sprites. A forgotten tapestry depicting a long-ago feast with mythical creatures hangs draped over a stone bench, its colors muted by time, but its intricate patterns still hinting at stories untold. A single, unlit lantern sits beside it, its cold glass reflecting the soft glow from outside, a reminder of light waiting to be rekindled, but not tonight. Tonight, the castle rests, and so do you. The air carries the faint, sweet scent of old wood and dried herbs from some unseen chamber, a comforting aroma that settles around you like a soft cloak. The vastness of the castle, with its many halls and hidden passages, holds no threat, only an encompassing peace. Each wall Each worn flagstone hums with the memory of countless sleepers, drawing you into their collective calm. The silence here is not empty, but full, filled with the quiet settling of ancient things. The soft sigh of the night breathes through a distant crack in the battlements, and the gentle, steady beat of your own heart. It is a profound quiet, a place where thoughts can slow and unwind, where the weight of the day gently lifts. You are simply present, enveloped by the castle's enduring embrace, allowing its serene history to lull you into deeper repose. The castle, ancient and wise, now holds you gently in its quiet embrace. The last vestiges of light, perhaps a distant hearth fire from a forgotten chamber, or a sliver of soft moonlight through a high, arched window, cast long, tranquil shadows across the cool stone floor. The whispers of the old walls, the settling sounds of timber and stone, are becoming softer, more rhythmic, a natural lullaby from the very foundations of this timeless place. Very subtle, distant hoot of an owl, there is nothing left to do here, nowhere left to go but inward, deeper into your own peaceful rest. The grand hall, the quiet libraries, the hidden passages, all stand sentinel, guardians of peace, as the world outside drifts into slumber. Here, within these venerable walls, the echoes of quests long past and stories untold have faded into the gentle hum of stillness. Your quiet journey through this castle, this sanctuary of lore, has reached its peaceful conclusion. Feel the deep, quiet calm settling around you, like a soft, invisible blanket woven from centuries of peace and comfort. The air itself seems to grow stiller, cooler, inviting a deep and restorative rest. Allow your breath to deepen and slow, each exhale a release of any lingering thought, each inhale a soft drawing in of tranquility. The castle, having shared its wisdom and warmth, now invites you to share its profound quietude. Let the last impressions of its enduring comfort guide you down. The smooth, cool stone beneath you, the faint scent of ancient wood and dust, the profound silence that only such a grand, old place can possess. As the castle finally gives itself over to the deepest night, settling completely into its long, quiet vigil, so too can you. There is no need to hold on to wakefulness. The castle stands guard. Let your eyelids grow heavy. Let your mind become clear and still. Drift now into the soft, welcoming depths of sleep, knowing you are safe, secure, and profoundly at peace within its ancient embrace.